Welcome to today's video, Psalm 73 verse 26 explained. My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever. This verse speaks directly to the reality of human weakness and the ultimate sufficiency of God. The psalmist, who is Asaph, confesses his limitations by acknowledging that both his flesh and heart will fail. He admits his own vulnerability, recognizing that he does not have the strength within himself to stand firm forever. Flesh represents our physical bodies, our mortal nature that grows tired and ages. The heart, in biblical terms, often symbolizes the inner self, including emotions, desires, and thoughts. Asaph is stating that on his own, both his body and his spirit are weak and subject to failure. However, the verse quickly turns from this recognition of weakness to a powerful declaration of faith. Asaph declares that God is the strength of his heart. This is not just about physical or emotional support. It is about a foundational strength that God alone can provide. God becomes the core source of strength for the believer, giving resilience even when circumstances seem overwhelming or when the spirit feels faint. Here, strength is about more than mere survival. It is about an enduring, unshakable power that sustains the believer through all challenges. By trusting in God's strength, the psalmist finds an inner fortitude that surpasses his own natural abilities. When Asaph says that God is his portion forever, he is declaring that God is his true inheritance and the one he ultimately needs. In ancient times, portions often referred to inheritances or rewards given to family members. By stating that God is his portion, Asaph is emphasizing that no earthly wealth, power, or status could ever be as valuable to him as God himself. This portion is everlasting. It is a gift that does not fade, unlike worldly possessions that may diminish or be lost over time. To Asaph, God is the only source of true and lasting satisfaction. This verse is a reminder for all believers that even though our bodies may grow tired and our spirits may sometimes feel low, God remains our constant source of strength. It encourages us to put our trust not in our own abilities but in God, who is eternally strong and faithful. When we experience hardship or moments of weakness, we can remember that our own limitations do not limit God. His power is always available to us, and His presence is enough to sustain us through anything we may face. For believers, Psalm 73 verse 26 is a call to humility, recognizing that we cannot rely solely on our own strength. Our flesh, our abilities, and even our hearts may fail, but with God, we have a steady and unbreakable source of strength. It's a verse that calls us to seek our fulfillment in God, rather than in temporary things that may fail us. God is our forever portion, the one thing we can cling to that will never change or fade away. In a world that is constantly changing and where we may often feel uncertain or weary, we can rest in the assurance that God will always be enough. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. May God's peace and strength be with you always.